Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is So Much Sewing. And today, this is Friday Sews. Well, I'm actually filming this on the Sunday before you see it. I hope you don't mind, and I hope that's not breaking any rules, Jen. But for me, you know, doing a Friday Sews, filming a Friday Sews and getting it put up on Friday on the same day is impossible. So I guess I'm cheating a little bit and I'm filming this, as I say, the Sunday before, but I'm sure everyone will understand. Go check out Friday Sews on YouTube, type it into the search bar and you'll see a bunch of sewing YouTubers all doing Friday Sews. Everyone's a little bit different. They've all got a different perspective, different ideas, and it's just fun seeing what everybody's getting up to. It's a little bit about what you've been doing, a little bit about what you've got coming up, and a little bit about your personal life. Today, it's a grey, old, miserable day. I feel like the lighting in here is terrible. I'm terribly sorry. This is the best place to film from, believe it or not. The camera's a little bit wonky. But yeah, such a miserable grey day. Looks nice outside, I'll grant you that, but you know, I'm all in shadow here and there's mizzly drizzly. This is our summer, guys. It is not much of a summer. Anyway, let us get on with Friday Sews. The first thing I wanted to do was just to give you a bit of an update on my blue silk dress that I made a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to show you this picture because I put it together with my Smith woven jacket by Style Arc, and I just love this outfit. I just think it's really, really cute. So this dress, just to refresh your memory, is the Pattern Emporium Meet You There bodice. And I put the sleeves from the Pattern Emporium Smitten Jacket on it, and then I just did a pretty straightforward kind of rectangular skirt and gathered it onto the bodice. And as I say, worn with my Smitten Jacket here, my little pink trainers. I just think it's so cute. And the little bag that is shown here was actually made by a lady called Sandy. She's way up in the far north of New Zealand. She does markets and she crochets those little bags. And she gave me one because her daughter came to stay with us. So she gave me one to thank her, rather thank me. And I just think it goes so well with this outfit. So, and I actually wanted to say regarding putting the Smitten sleeves on the bodice of the Meet You There, I think I remember Kristen from the Dahlia Society, when she made the Smitten Jacket, she said she would make a size up if and when she made it again. And the sleeves that I put on the dress were the right size, the same size as the bodice, and they were fine, they're fine, they fit fine, but you know, like when I go like this, I feel like they pull a bit, so I feel like they're a bit snug, and I didn't do French seams on those sleeves, so I feel that like they're a little bit snug. And then that reminded me that I'm pretty sure Kristen said that she would size up, so that's a note to self for myself, that if I make the Smitten Jacket, and I think I'm going to, I would definitely want to size up because I want it to be, you know, roomy enough that I can wear a jumper or sweatshirt or something underneath it. So I might size up one or even two sizes. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. And I also wanted to mention that the Poppy Cocoon dress by Sewgirl UK that I made recently, everybody loved it, but I think I put everybody off with my comments about how crazy the instructions were and about all those intersecting lines, you know, down here where the pocket meets. And I know I put a lot of people off because I got comments saying that they loved the dress, but they weren't going to do it because it looked too complicated or whatever. But it's not. Guys, if I can do this, you can do this. It was just the first time I had made anything like that. The instructions were not the instructions, the construction method was just very different from what I've been used to in the past, and it threw me. But there is actually also a sew along for this dress. One of my viewers, Mons2886, who suggested the poppy cocoon dress to me in the first place, also pointed out that there is a sew along that goes along with this dress. So if you would like to make the poppy cocoon dress, and I would encourage you to do it because it's such a unique construction method, and if you've got that sew along to go along with it to help you sew along, you'll be absolutely fine. So please don't let my off the cuff comments put you off. If you're interested in that dress, please go ahead and give it a go because I really love it. And you know, I may well make it again in the future. I may not. I've got so many patterns that I want to redo or try that it's maybe not something that I will actually do again. But please, you go ahead and do it. It's a really great dress. I've bought a couple of new pieces of fabric that I would like to show you. Oh gosh, this lighting is so bad. I'm going to see if I can move and try and make it a little bit better. No, I couldn't get it looking any better. We're stuck with it like this. I'm sorry, ladies and gents. This is real life sewing vlogging on a miserable, miserable day. It is what it is. Anyway, I bought some new fabrics. Let me tell you about those. There's only a couple. Oh, that's just some ribbing that goes along with one of the fabrics, some navy ribbing. This I purchased on Trade Me secondhand. Well, it hasn't been used, but it's, you know, being repurposed, being sold on by someone who hasn't used it. It was described as French terry, and it didn't have a fabric composition, materials composition listed, but I just saw French terry and didn't think too much about it. But I don't know what the makeup of this is. It feels very soft and slinky. My first thought was that it was tencel or modal or something like that. But it may well be polyester. I probably should do a burn test and see what happens. But it's the softest, you probably won't see because the lighting is so atrocious. I don't know if that's focusing or not. That is the back side of it. This is the smooth side of it. It feels really lovely. There's amazing drape on it. It does feel lovely, so I will use it, even if I do find out it's polyester after I've done my burn test, because it just, like I say, it feels like cashmere. It can't possibly be cashmere or have cashmere in it or wool. I don't know. Anyway, is there much stretch? There's a little bit of vertical stretch, but really no horizontal. That will be a great little over jumper, a little crop jumper. Actually, that's what I need to ask you is I'm after a raglan sweatshirt pattern that I can, you can crop any pattern, but I want to wear it, you know, not cropped up to my waist, showing belly button or anything, but, you know, sort of cropped to my low hip, you know, where your leg and your hip meets, where it bends. That's probably making no sense. But anyway, I want to wear it sort of just below my belly, let's say that. But I'd like a raglan sweatshirt pattern. I've got all sorts of drop shoulder or set-in sleeves. I've got my beloved Staley by LB Textiles. I've got my new beloved Jara by Megan Nielsen. I've got the also beloved Pattern Emporium Unwind, but I want something with a raglan sleeve. So if you know a really good raglan sleeve sweatshirt pattern, please do let me know, because that is what is in my heart. I bought this amazing fabric from Paper Scissors Cloth here in New Zealand. They were having a sale. It's probably over now. I'm sorry, but I'll link them below just in case it's still going on. It may well do. I don't know. I haven't checked since I bought these. I bought this couple of bits of fabric and thought, oh no, I can't look anymore. So I haven't been looking at my emails to see if to see if the sale's still on or not. But this is a meat milk fabric. It's a Hoya Jacquard linen blend. It is 74% tencel and 26% linen in the colour lapis. Isn't this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful? Can you see that jacquard pattern on it? It's very faint. It actually almost looks a little bit, sort of animal printy, but it's very subtle. And I got 2 meters of this. It just is a dream. Look how drapey and gorgeous that is. I would have loved to have bought 3 or 3.5 meters, but I'm trying to be restrained. And this will make a beautiful shirt. I probably will put it away for summer now because we'll be heading into our autumn. Although it's got a nice weight to it, it probably still would be nice as an autumn shirt. Anyway, I'm going to make something amazing out of this at some point. And here's another meat milk fabric. I actually purchased some of this previously. I purchased it in the deep emerald colour, which is what I made my Pattern Emporium Songbird duster out of. And I loved the fabric so much that I bought the lapis version, the lapis colour. So this is 100% Ecovero viscose, 290 GSM. So it's a really good weight. Sorry, I'm just getting organised here. Really nice, heavy, drapey weight. I didn't buy these to go together, but obviously they do go together. And that would be a very nice, that would be a really nice autumny outfit, wouldn't it? This, a long line, maybe even a knee-length dress, because I've only got 2 meters, so I can't do anything too huge with it. With this over the top of it, look, in my camera, I can't even see where one fabric starts and one ends. They're the same colour. So that is a really nice little happy accident. The other thing to talk to you about is that I purchased the assembly line oversized shirt pattern. I have had this in the back of my mind for ages and ages. And I had been wondering what to make out of this really nice melony coloured, sort of quite a heavy weight, well, not heavy, but it's a decent weight antiqued washed linen that I got from Harmer and Huff. Harmer and Huff now have sadly closed down. Been wondering what to do with that, and so I purchased the oversized shirt to make it in, and I have started making it, which is this little beastie here. I've put the collar on. So it's sewn on to the neck, but I need to sew it down. But what I discovered when I put the collar on, I sort of thought, there's a lot of fabric here on the body of the shirt, and I sort of had to stretch out the collar a little bit to fit it on. But I realized, can you see what I've done? This is the front placket here. So it's been folded over and stitched down here. But look what I've done. I've sewn, I don't know if you can really tell. I've sewn it on wrong anyway. So this side is correct. That's the placket on one side. That has gone on nicely. And this one, I've sewn that on with that opened out, and it should be sewn on with the placket down. I hope that makes sense. So now I've got to take this off. I was pretty happy with it, but I've got to take it off now and re-sew the collar on. I might even need, if I have stretched the collar, because I was trying to stretch it to fit this big expanse of fabric here that needn't have been there. I might need to cut a new collar, but that's okay. I've got some fabric left, and I've got some interfacing, and I've done the tuxedo. I've just pinned that down there, but I've got the tuxedo collar, the little wingtip collar that I'm doing. This is the back with the little hang loop on it there. So the construction's a little bit different than we're used to. We're used to doing the burrito method these days, but this is not the burrito method. But I'll talk to you about it in more depth when I get closer to finishing. I didn't want to use the linen for the pockets because I thought it would be awfully bulky. So I had this silk in my stash, so I'm using this for the pockets, and I was thinking hopefully the pocket will go on nicely so that you won't really see that little pop poking through, but even if you do, that will just be a nice little pop of colour, I'm hoping. So hopefully that will work out. I have also lengthened this from a shirt. It was quite long anyway, but I've lengthened it into a sort of a knee-length dress, and actually I've got some plans. If this works out well, I've got some plans for another piece of fabric that I will talk to you about in the future too. That is all I have to talk to you about today. I am going to go and do some sewing now. I'm going to take the collar off this and try and reattach it properly this time. And this afternoon I'm going into the optometrist's to get my eyes tested and get some new glasses, some eyeglasses. These have been, well, I feel like they've been playing up, and I think they're scratched. I think the lenses are all scratched. And I've been saying to my husband for weeks, possibly even a few months, that the glasses, they're just not suiting me. They're not working. I'm having a lot of trouble with them. And he finally said, oh, just go and get some. So that's what I'm going to do today. Other than that, that's it. This is So Much Sewing on a Friday Sews over and out. I hope you're all well and happy. I hope you're doing lots of sewing. Please tell me what sewing you are getting up to. Please tell me about a raglan sleeved sweatshirt that you know of, a really good pattern. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you next week. See ya.